Hey, Luka was hoping to learn how to say happy birthday in Slovenian, but I don't trust it yet, so I'm just saying it in English. Since you got here, have you identified a certain just kind of fight and tenacity and spirit in the team that can win a game like this, 3rd and 4 nights back to back? And how would you describe what you've seen from your teammates?
Yeah, I think it shows, especially today. Coming to back without 2 of the starters, it's a tough game to play and to win. I think we show our character today. I would just say that second group with Bron, they gave us life. They inspired us to play faster, to play harder. So thanks to them, we won the game.
You've gone against the Clippers a couple times in the postseason. It seemed like there were a couple things you're pretty comfortable in, calling Zubats out into that action. You get the 2 step backs in the 4th, but is that kind of feel like, okay, yeah, this is what I do, this is what I'm used to?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. I think the thing I was doing different, just don't wait for it, just go. And that's what helped me in the second quarter. Fourth quarter.
Luka, obviously, without Austin tonight and Rui, a lot was going to fall on you and LeBron offensively. But I'm curious kind of what you made of Vando, Gabe, Jordan, and Trey. And kind of, could you just sort of describe the life those guys give you when they play that way?
Yeah, like I said before, they gave us life to this game. They pushed it to be better, and when the second goal with Brown came out, they pushed the ball, they defended. They showed us a little bit how we need to play. So without them, we don't win this game tonight.
Can you reflect a little bit on the last year of your life, making the finals, changing teams, growing your family? Just kind of where do you kind of view things for you right now?
Yeah, it's all good. I'm happy. That's all that matters. I have a little daughter. My family's good. The people around me are good. So that's everything I want.
When we were speaking with JJ, he mentioned that after you arrived here, there was that about week period where you were with the team, but waiting to come back, and they had wins over Indiana, the Clippers, big-time wins. What did you learn about the group during that period in terms of the effort, fight, and I guess how did you see yourself, adding to that when you were able to eventually return?
Yeah, I think the first thing I noticed was how connected they play on both ends of the floor. The ball is moving, and that's the first 2 things I learned or I watched the first time. So, for me, it was just trying to fit in that maybe a little bit different basketball that I'm used to. But since I've been back, they just let me be me, and I got a long way to go. But slowly, I'm starting to feel like myself.
Luka, you guys have been the best defense in the league for the past month and a half, but these last 6 games, it's been 102 points or fewer for every opponent coming out of the All-Star break. What do you think's been the key to kind of just ratcheting that up to a different level defensively?
Yeah, everybody got each other's back on the defensive end. If somebody penetrates, that's always somebody that's going to help. And the rotation is very good. So I think we just connected on the defensive end. Everybody's flying around, and the talk is amazing. So that's 2 or 3 things that help us.
On second night of a back-to-back, first and foremost, just from a standpoint of the defense from you guys, how would you best quantify what you guys put out?
That's just us. It is who we are at this point. We hang our hat on our defense, and because you can't always, obviously understand or know what's going to happen offensively as far as your shooting or whatever the case may be. And obviously, we didn't shoot the ball well tonight or as well as we would like to, but defensively is where we hang our hat. It's going to give us a chance to win every night.
ESPN put a stat out that of the possible 335 back-to-backs you've played throughout your career, you've been able to play in 301 of them, including all 7 this season. When you hear that, what goes through your mind, and what is that a reflection of, especially at this point of your career?
I've always thought in order to be a leader of a team and someone that you rely on, and you have your availability is very key. To be available to your teammates. And I know it's a tough season. It's tough seasons every single year, and a lot of games hit us. You never know how the schedule is going to fall out, but I try to be available as much as I can, and tonight is just another example of it.
You guys close out February going 10-2. Obviously had a transformational trade. What do you have to do or concentrate on in March and April to be in the best spot heading into the playoffs?
Just continue to grow. Obviously, we want to continue to grow offensively, continue to grow defensively. We're in a good place, but we're not comfortable at all. We haven't played our best game. We're capable of playing. Obviously, we got some couple injuries and things of that nature that we need to attend to as well. And that's always very important, being able to keep it going in this league too. You have to have that type of luck too. So, see what happens.
What have you been getting from Goodwin and Jemison, like guys like that off the bench? And what, as a leader, like what are the things that you try to usher along as they're giving you all that?
Just more toughness. They bring more toughness to our group. We're already a tough group, but they bring more toughness. Just those dog factors. They make plays. Hustle plays, 50-50 balls. They get after it. But they've definitely given us some great minutes in the minutes they've been out there for us.
I think Vander was like a +20 or something like that.
That's normal for him. He's always a plus.
I was gonna say, as he's worked his way back from missing a year of basketball, like the lift that him and Gabe have given you guys. What have you sort of made of that?
We know we was missing from Vander while he was out. What he does doesn't always show up in the box scores. It shows up in the plus minus, but what he brings, his ability to pressure the ball, his length, be able to get his hands on loose rocks and things of that nature, just brings us a lot of energy, and we miss him a lot, and obviously Gabe, that as well. What he brings to the table doesn't always show up in the box score, but we feel their presence when they're on the floor with us.
LeBron, you look at Ben Simmons, I know it's someone that you followed throughout your career, his career anyways. What do you mean of his addition, kind of what he's trying to do there under T. Lue and that team?
Well, still young with them. I don't think he's had enough games under wraps with them. It's always difficult to, I guess, we're going through it right now too. A guy trying to change, in the middle of the season to a situation that you're not comfortable with, and you're just trying to figure it out. So, one thing I know with him, with T. Lue is going to put all those guys in the right position to be successful. That's what he's really good at.
Is it similar with what it was with Rui last night with Austin, or did you have anything early about the calf and how he's feeling?
Don't have anything other than he was experiencing some tightness in the calf, some soreness. Was held out as a precaution. I think Goody rolled his ankle, so he was unable to go the last few minutes. Doesn't seem serious. And for Rui, I don't know if they've announced it, but he left patella tendinopathy on his left knee. So that's that. But our group, they competed. They found a way. It was a rock fight out there. Thought our bench, we didn't start well defensively. And then our bench came in and just gave us a massive lift on the second night of a back-to-back with their energy and activity. To get that level of play from two-way guys and Trey and Goody was awesome. And, Dalton just being ready on a night where, who knows how many minutes he plays, and then he comes in and he does well on both ends. Made some big plays and big shots to get us going there in the first half, and then the contest and dunk in the second half. So just all those guys, Vando, plus 20 in 14 minutes. I think including Gabe, who ended up with 4 of them. Our bench had 9 steals. So just those guys were awesome.
The third game in 4 nights and the second back-to-back can be taxing, right? Just for obvious reasons. But do you get a sense of where some of that, the toughness or the competitiveness or whatever it is that's carrying you guys on, like, overall on a night like this starts?
Yeah, it takes a while for a group to develop an identity. It takes a while for a group to develop a collective mentality. There's been a lot of things that have happened this season. I felt like, the group, our ecosystem was created, and it's been sustained since mid-January. And there was flashes of it throughout the early parts of the year, but I like who we are right now as a team.
You went 10-2 in February, traded for Luka, had a rescinded trade, added a couple rotation pieces. Just kind of, I know it just happened. You just turned the page on the month, but can you kind of reflect on the month that has been?
I didn't really even realize it. I randomly looked to the schedule today just to get a sense of next week, and I was like, oh man, the Knicks game was on February 1st. It's been a month, and it's been a lot of change, and then obviously with the trade getting rescinded, bringing DK and Cam back. But that's what I mean. I feel like the toughness, the competitive spirit, the connectedness that I always talk about, like our group had it in January for a while, and you're certainly concerned when you make a change of that magnitude that those things can fall off. And I thought when we got back from that Grammy trip and immediately played some really high-level games, the Clippers game, the Warriors game, Pacers. I mean, we're beating really good basketball teams and hadn't gotten Luka yet. It's easier for him now to step into this group based on that week of basketball. I mean, it was a huge thing for us.
Oh my God, I love your outfit. Where did you get that shirt? It's from Lakers Land. They have a merch site with a bunch of stuff. You should really check it out. They always got something going on, not just basketball, but fashion too. Like, look at this shirt. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna cop more from Lakers Land.